Have you ever wondered how companies always seem to have their finger on the pulse of their market? Well, if you answered yes, then stick around because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to conduct market research like the pros do. Because in this video, we'll be unraveling the secrets behind how to conduct effective market research. Now, good old-fashioned market research helps you determine if there's market demand for the area of social work business that you want to go into. And the thing about market demand is people often think they don't want any competition. I want to be the first to do it. But you don't. You don't want to be the first to do it because you want to see if it's something that is viable for your business. You don't want to waste time in your business, right? It's about serving people, yes, but it's also about paying your bills and making money. And you don't want to enter into an endeavor that is going to make you no money because at that point it's a hobby and you can do a hobby on your own. So let's get into it. Now, before we start with conducting market research, you might still be thinking, well, Michelle, I still don't know what the hell my niche is. Well, I am going to help you out with that today. Recently, inside of the social work mogul community, I conducted a training showing them how to utilize ChatGPT to do market research and just make it so much simpler. I'm not going to share that entire training here because it is exclusive for the social work mogul community, but I am going to share how I utilized ChatGPT to help people find their niche, just to help make it a little bit easier. So let's jump into how you can find your niche utilizing ChatGPT and how you can conduct some market research about that niche. And so we are here in the interface of ChatGPT. This is going to be ChatGPT 3.5, which is the free version. As you can see, there is ChatGPT 4, which will soon be updated to ChatGPT 5, and it is a very powerful tool if you want to go ahead and pay about $20 a month for that. But if not, the free one will do you just fine to figure out who your target audience is so you can start your social work digital online business. So over here on the right hand side, I have 8 prompts that you are going to use to do your market research. Now, these prompts will be put into a set of notes that you can download and keep those at your disposal so you can use them. So the first prompt you're going to use is please provide me 100 YouTube niches. So we're going to copy that and paste it right into ChatGPT, and then we are going to hit enter. Now, as you can see, ChatGPT is going to start running the 100 top niches that they have found on YouTube. And once they do that, you can go ahead and go back through and see which is fitting for you. So number 1 is travel blogging. They have cooking and recipes, fitness and workout. So you can go down these and see which one is going to be the best for you. Let's do mental health and self-care because that's just fitting with what we do here, right? So we're going to take a look at mental health and self-care. So what you're going to do is go up to the second prompt, which says, can you provide an overview of blank market? Please include information on key trends, challenges, and opportunities. And so we're going to go ahead and plug that in. And then we're going to go to the mental health. Here it is, mental health and self-care. So we're going to go ahead and put that into the blank space. So can you provide an overview of the mental health and self-care market? Please include information on key trends, challenges, and opportunities. And we are going to hit enter. So as you go down, it's going to give you some key trends. So one of the first key trends is digitalization and online platforms. The rise of digital platforms, including social media, websites, apps, and online communities, has made mental health resources and self-care practices more accessible than ever before. Online therapy, meditation apps, mindfulness programs, and virtual support groups have gained immense popularity. So you can go through and see some of the key trends that are happening in mental health and self-care self-care. You can also go look at some of the challenges. So one of the first challenges is quality and credibility. It says with the proliferation of online resources, there's a challenge in ensuring that mental health information and advice are accurate, reliable, and evidence-based. Distinguishing between credible sources and potentially harmful information can be difficult. So there's data privacy and security, overwhelm and information fatigue, access and equity. So then you want to take a look at the opportunities. So these are going to be places. Opportunities are things that you can look at and implement into your business, your YouTube channel, to help you with your target audience. And so opportunities, content creation and education, technology innovation. So developing user-friendly apps, wearable devices, and online platforms that cater to different aspects of mental health and self-care present significant opportunities. Virtual reality and augmented reality applications could also play a role in relaxation and stress reduction, counseling and therapy services, cultural sensitivity, collaborations and partnerships. So ChatGPT is going to give you a decent amount of information for you to start with. Of course, this is not going to be everything, but this is good for you to start with. Now, if you're interested in seeing the full tutorial, I've gone ahead and linked to the Social Work Mogul community in the description box below. One of the first things we're going to take a look at are keywords. And so there's a few type of keywords that you can use. You can use short form keywords or long tail keywords. And you might be asking, why are keywords important? Keywords help people locate you. So whether it's your website and you've entered strategic keywords there so you can improve your SEO, which stands for search engine optimization, or if it's keywords that you're attaching to a YouTube video or some type of social media post, so that the algorithm can get to know what you're known for, and so that people can find you when they're searching for your solution. Now, they probably don't know that they're searching for your solution, but if you have it out there and they enter these keywords, you will come up in search. One of the first places that I'm going to show you that you can utilize to do your market research is a site called Answer the Public. And so let's jump on over to Answer the Public and take a look at how you can utilize this site to glean so much information about your target audience while you're doing your market research. So we're here on the homepage of Answer the Public, and we're going to type into this search bar a topic, brand, or product. So our topic is going to be mental health and self-care. And then we are going to hit search. Now you want to ensure that you are in the proper place. So you want to select your proper location, and then you want to select the proper language for the query that you're searching. We're going to click search. It's thinking. Okay, so it's populated some information for us. So we have 355 results for mental health and self-care. There is a good search volume for this topic. Now, when it comes to cost per click, you do not have to worry about that at this time. Remember, for the training purposes of this video, everything is very high level for beginners only. So here we have some key indicators. Highly searched is going to be this terracotta color. Then we have average search, which is this peach color. And then we have lowest search, which is this blush color. So we can come down to the wheel and take a look at questions people are asking. So this is questions about mental health, self-care. And so we have mental health and self-care. We have mental health and self-care books. We have mental health and self-help. So as you can see, it's going to populate some queries that people are entering into Google. If you scroll down, it'll give you queries for prepositions that are being used. It will also give you queries for comparisons that are being used. So for example, mental health and taking care of yourself. So you want to scroll down and just take a look at the information that it gives you. Do a bit of digging on this, and you will be able to write these down. Keep these as potential forms of content that you can create to attract your ideal client or target audience, because this helps you know what questions they're asking. Now, the second way we're going to look at doing market research is by researching your long tail keywords. And we are going over to YouTube to do this because YouTube is one of the best places outside of Answer the Public to look and research your long tail keywords. So let's get into that. And so we're here on the homepage of YouTube. Now, YouTube is the second largest search engine, owned by the largest search engine, which is Google. And so most people don't often look at YouTube as a search engine. They look at it as social media, but it is indeed a search engine. So when you're thinking about long tail keywords, you want to come up here to the search bar and you can type in how to, and it will give you a list of things that say how to do. And essentially this list is categorized by what is the most popular query at the very top. So what we have at the time of this recording is how to tie a tie. That is the most searched query right now on YouTube. But you can go to how to engage in mental health self-care. So you can type in how to engage in mental health self-care and then hit enter. So once you enter that query, you're going to get back some videos. But if you click back into the search bar, you're also going to get some other information that people are searching in relation to this larger query. So people have searched for a self-care plan, a self-care action plan, self-care activities, self-care for therapists, self-care short film. So there's quite a bit of queries here. How these are beneficial to you is that you can go into these areas and do research on the content that is being created. Plus, there is market demand for these particular topics because they are coming up as recommendations from YouTube. YouTube is taking what you've entered and it's using its sophisticated algorithm to let you know that there is more content out there about this topic, because people who search mental health and self-care are often also searching these particular recommended topics. This is where you can do very targeted content creation so you can attract very targeted ideal clients, also known as your target audience. And so this is why long tail keywords are very important. Now, when we're looking at opportunity acquisition marketing research, you might be asking, what does that mean? So that means figuring out the areas of opportunity where you can carve out space for your content. What is not being addressed by the content already here, and what is being addressed, and how can you do it differently? And so let's take a look at this video by Therapy in a Nutshell. I know she has a great channel. This video is called Coping Skills and Self-Care for Mental Health. It has 45,000 views and it was posted 3 years ago, and it's still coming up at the very top of search, or very close to the top of the search, meaning she is ranking on the very first page of YouTube for this particular topic. And so when we pull up her content, and let me just mute that there, we want to go down and we want to take a look at the comments that people are leaving. Comments are where you're going to find a lot of quality information about your target audience. And so you want to come in here and you want to read these comments and see what information you can glean from the comments about your target audience. And that is what I call opportunity acquisition market research. One of the third places that you can do market research is on Facebook, and Facebook is a great resource for this because Facebook offers valuable tools and features for conducting market research to better understand your audience. It also helps with refining your marketing strategies and improving your products or services. And so one of the best ways is to participate in or create Facebook groups related to your industry or niche, and then engage with members inside of that group to understand their challenges, their interests, and discussions on what they need, what they want, a transformation they're seeking, which can provide, again, valuable insights when you are conducting market research. Now we're here at my Facebook homepage, and what you want to do is you want to go into groups, and you want to go into discover, and then you want to search for mental health and self-care. You're going to hit enter, and Facebook is going to recommend some groups for you. So this is how you start your market research process on Facebook. You want to take a look at these groups and you want to see what they're about. So it will give you a description of the group right here, and you can join these groups and start to find out information about your target audience and what they're discussing. Now, when you get into this group, you are not selling them anything. You are going to be super helpful inside of the group. Now, I want to take you inside of this group because I want to show you how to search for content once you are inside of the group. So once you're inside of the group, you are going to click the search icon, which is like a magnifying glass, and you want to explore what's in the group. So search this group. So I came into this group and I did social work entrepreneurship, and it brought back posts that people were posting about being in business. And I came through and I read these and I got a lot of information about things that people were looking for. Now, as you can see, they have promo Sunday. This is an example of a post where you can promote your business. And so that is the only time you can promote your business inside of this group. But again, I came and I read some comments. So for example, she says, "Hey y'all, question. I know all came into the field not expecting to be filthy rich, but how money motivated are y'all? I found that I definitely want to make money in the field, very much looking into social work entrepreneurship." So I definitely read that. And additionally, I read the comments in relation to the post. So you want to do both. So this is a great way to do market research about your target audience inside of Facebook. Now, of course, there are more ways to conduct market research, but these are baby steps. These are baby steps because some of y'all be speedballing. I have some of my social work moguls be speedballing, and I'm like, slow down, slow down. So before you go speedballing, you want to make sure that you get the foundations down. Of course, there are other ways to conduct market research, but these are the preliminary ones, the very surface level ones that we are going to discuss today. Now, the next place we are going to conduct some market research is on Amazon. So here on Amazon, we can search for book reviews. Book reviews are not the only thing you can search on Amazon. You can search video reviews if there's documentaries out there that maybe cover the topic that is what you're looking to show up and teach on or provide people value on, or your solution is aligned with. There's a number of ways to come out on Amazon, but one of my most popular ways that I like to do is look for books. So when you come into the search bar here, you're going to type in your keyword terms or your keyword search. So for example, healing sexual trauma. It came up. Amazon just knows what we're looking for when we type it in. So if you go to healing sexual trauma, there's workbook. There are books on here, healing sex, a mind body approach to healing sexual trauma, healing from the trauma of childhood sexual abuse, the journey for women. So there's a bunch of different books out here that you can possibly look at. Now, as you look at the books, you want to look for reviews. You want to see what they have, if they have enough reviews. So this one has 140. This one has 16,000. That's a lot. This one has 187, 180. So all of these have a decent amount of reviews for you to look at, but we are going to choose this one, A Guide for Survivors of Sexual Abuse, the Sexual Healing Journey. So let's click on it. Now, when you come in, you want to read what the book is about. You want to scroll all the way down to where you get to the reviews. So the reviews are not going to be in order based on highest to lowest. So one of the things that I recommend is for you to come out first and look at all the 5-star reviews. This way, you get an idea of what people liked about this book. So, great book for healing. I personally learned a lot. I am very glad I bought this book. It has helped me learn I'm not alone, and it has answered a lot of my questions and concerns. It also helps with counseling and talking about things that are hard to discuss. I like the honesty and hope this book has to offer. Nothing candy coated. I sincerely felt very alone prior to reading this book. Finding out others suffer and heal was rewarding and inspiring. Another thing you might want to do for market research is read the book. I definitely read quite a few books in doing my market research, but there's some comments down here that are one review. So let's see what they said. Too triggering. My package came with nothing in it. Okay. I strongly believe that this book should come with a trigger warning. As a survivor of sexual trauma, I found the author's many graphic and disturbing depictions of abuse to be very triggering and re-traumatizing. I made it about a third of the way through the book, which I regret, and had to stop. Although I had researched the author and it seemed like she was very knowledgeable on the subject and had helped many people, for me, this book did more harm than good. I think it's a shame because she made some important points that really resonated with me. My recommendation, if you have PTSD like myself, you should stay far away from this book and find a very seasoned trauma therapist to help you in your healing journey. So this is great, insightful information. Now, one thing that I would like for you to know is you will start to refine your keywords as you play with them for a while. So this part of the process, market research, can take some time. It can actually take some time. I would say take a couple of weeks and devote an hour every day to doing the market research and reading the comments and really finding out what information people are looking for, what they liked, what they didn't like. But this is a great example of how you go to the reviews of a book aligned with your particular solution, and then you figure out where you need to plug in at. And so what other forms of market research can be done? Well, there's Medium. So Medium is a social media platform for writers, and you have to be a member. This is the Medium website. So you have to be a member of Medium. It's $5 a month. And so Medium is also a great resource for market research. You can go in, you can search a term, keyword term, and you can see what articles have been published by people talking about that particular keyword search. Another way that you can conduct market research is to go out and look at blog posts. So people who write blogs, you can type in your keyword search into Google, you can see what blog posts come back, and you can read those blog posts. Another way to do market research is to read the podcast comments or reviews. So this is Apple Podcasts. You can also find podcasts on Spotify and a bunch of other places. But if you have a podcast that you listen to that is aligned with who your target audience is, you can definitely go out and check out the comments people are leaving. You can look and see if they're leaving comments under a specific podcast episode or the podcast in general. Another way that you can search for keyword research is Instagram hashtag search. So you can go into Instagram with a hashtag like healing childhood trauma, for example, and you can see what posts are out there. You'll want to click on the post, and then you'll want to look underneath the post for the comments to see what people are saying. Another way is through Reddit. So Reddit is an open forum platform where people go and they post different threads about conversations. And so inside of Reddit, you can search Reddit, as you can see in the top bar here. You can search Reddit and you can search, for example, healing childhood trauma, and you can see what people are saying on Reddit about healing childhood trauma. Again, you can glean a bunch of information about people and their desires and their needs. And so Reddit is a great resource for conducting market research. Another place is Twitter. So Twitter is a great place to conduct market research. Again, right up here at the top, you can search Twitter. You can put in your keywords such as healing childhood trauma, and you can go and find out what has been posted on Twitter, what people are retweeting, what comments people are leaving. You can gather a whole bunch of data points about your target audience from Twitter. Another way, and this is probably the way that you're going to get the best information because you can detail the question specifically to that person, but talk to your target audience. So if you know people who are part of your target audience, you can definitely talk to them, ask them questions, ask them what they need, what they would like to see as far as a solution for their particular problem that they want solved, pain they want relieved, or desire they would like fulfilled. So having a conversation with your target audience is going to be probably, of all the ways that I showed you to do market research, is to talk to your target audience. Now, I did all of these. I conducted a lot of market research, and I suggest you do the same. Now, I don't want this to slow you down, so don't think that you have to have tons and tons and tons of market research. Market research is an ongoing process throughout the lifetime of your business. You will always be conducting market research. One of the good things about market research, once your business gets flowing, is you can ask your own customers the questions that you need answered in order to tailor the product to what they want. This is why you do what you call beta testing a product. This is where you launch the product, you have founding members for the product, you have your first round of people who purchase the product, and from there you get feedback and you refine the product. So let's revisit the LPEP method. You learn, you plan, you execute, and you perfect. This is with every level of the business. This is just not with starting the business, but again, this is with your content. This is with everything inside of your business. You learn, you plan, you execute, and then you perfect. So this is the same with market research. You are learning about market research. You are going to make a market research plan, and then you are going to execute on that market research, glean some data, and move forward. Later on, you can conduct additional market research to refine your product and make it better. Airtable is a great resource to keep track of your information, to content plan, to do a bunch of activities for your business. I have a market research template in here that I've crafted for you to use to collect all the data that you're looking at when you're doing this market research. And so let's click into the template. Now, when I send this template over, you will not be able to edit the template. You are going to have to make a copy of the template and then save it. And once you make the copy of the template and save it, you'll be able to access that template and utilize it for your needs. And so I've given you some examples of how to enter the information. And so this is a way for you to quickly keep check of the information that you've extracted from your market research. It is one place for you to keep track of that. And it is available in the Social Work Mogul community as part of a digital download. So I want you to grab your market research template and start using these platforms to conduct your market research. Now, of course, you can grab the notes for this video in the Patreon group, the Social Work Mogul community, and you can go ahead and grab those downloadable templates inside of there as well. And until next time, this is your girl, Michelle, saying, stop waiting. The time is now. Start your social work digital online business. Bye for now.